Shut the fuck up, blue blood. Shut the fuck up, blue blood. Shut the fuck up, blue blood. Shut the fuck up, blue blood.
The fight ended in a draw. They tried to use Floyd Mayweather's name as much as possible to sell his fight, and it didn't work. It sold 97,000 pay-per-views. It was on pay-per-view. 97,000 pay-per-views is what this fight did. 97,000 pay-per-views. Which means it wasn't successful. And then you had Manny Pacquiao's team, Sean Gibbons, come out and say that this was unacceptable. And they want the Premier Boxing Champions to give them a showdown with Gervonta Tank Davis. Former Mayweather Promotions fighter, former student and pupil of Floyd Mayweather. Tank Davis is a 5-division champion. A 5-time world champion, 3-division champion, undefeated, 30 wins, no losses, 1 draw, 28 wins by way of knockout. And Sean Gibbons admitted that the pay-per-view was not successful, that Mario Barrios can't sell out his family picnic, that Mario Barrios brought nothing, absolutely nothing to the table, no fan base. Only thing he brought to the table was the belt. And they're not happy. They're not satisfied with Manny Pacquiao career ending that way. So they want Gervonta Tank Davis, because obviously that will sell. And or they want now Rolando Rolly Romero, right? Rolly Romero is a big talker, and they said that the press conference would be entertaining and the press conference would sell the fight. So they're grasping for straws to try to save face for Manny Pacquiao at the end of his career.
Blue blood, blue blood, blue blood. Oh, man. You know, I like in his last video how he said they try to use Floyd Mayweather's name to build this fight up with Mario Barrios. Now, I'm listening to what Manny Pacquiao said. This is what Manny Pacquiao said when they asked him about Mayweather. He's like, one fight at a time. I never hear Manny Pacquiao bring up Mayweather. He's saying one fight at a time. Now, it takes 2 to tango, okay? That's 1. And 2, they fought 10 years ago. That's a fact. But Manny is like, what, 3 decades? And, you know, in 3 decades, I'm Gen X. You got millennials. You got Gen Z, right? Different eras. Yes, he has a country behind him, but these people, these new generation of people, they moved on. They move on. So when you come to say that the numbers didn't do good, well, you know, Tank numbers don't do good in pay-per-view also, depending on who he's tangoing with, right? He did good with Ryan Garcia, right? But others, he didn't do so good. So why are we forgetting this? Yeah, tell me, why are we forgetting this? And if Floyd and Pacquiao was to fight, it would not probably do as well as back then. This man lived 30 years. That's 3 decades, of fighting still. So I feel that Manny Pacquiao did not use, or Sean Gibbons or anybody else used Mayweather's name. The press did. The press kept asking him and pressing him about, well, what's next? So you think Mayweather? We don't know what Mayweather's going to do. And the way I see it, Manny Pacquiao don't care. He's fighting because he wants to fight. And at the end of the day, no, I'm gonna make this clear to the ninjas. Like I said, when I say ninjas, I mean black, white, Asian, Spanish. I don't care what kind of ninja you are, right? If you're talking against Manny Pacquiao, an icon in boxing, a historian, right, that did so much for the sport, and you're saying this and you're saying that, well, I'm going to explain something to you. Because I noticed that I'm talking about black ninjas in America. Y'all love to say that this person's broke, that person's broke, that person's broke. They're doing it to Mayweather too. I ain't gonna lie. They're doing it to Mayweather. They said that he bought a whole bunch of complexes and duplexes or whatever in New York, but then when they look up the history, right, there's none. So they're trying to say, well, he's lying and he needs money too. Listen, if the white ninjas are doing it to Mayweather, I'm sure the black ninjas are doing it to Manny Pacquiao. This ain't nothing new. Let's have common sense, all right? When things don't go their way, black ninjas, they say, well, people are streaming it. And for one, I'm going to tell you something about this black ninja American right here. Well, Negro, a ninja, right? Because there's a difference between a Negro and a ninja. I don't want to say the other word, right? But it's a difference between a black and a ninja. But this ninja here supported Manny Pacquiao. I did. And I always like to show proof, because proof is more than words and action. So let me show you my proof. Get on. There we go. We up in the joint. There we go. So let me just face this like this. Get down, man. This is how we get down right now. All right. So I'm gonna watch this on the projector. All right. Let's hit it. Let's hit it. Boom. So you gotta do this American Ninjas, you know what I'm saying? What's that say? $7.95. We're gonna hit that. Pay-per-view. We're gonna hit that. Complete transaction. Show you that I support my fighters, Terrence Crawford, Manny Pacquiao, and anybody else. Okay, so who we got here? Okay, so the next is the fight here. All right, cool. I think people are gonna fight today. Tim Zoo. Again, I can't wait to see that fight. And let's get it on. That's how we do in America, because you know, black demographics. You know what I'm saying? They like to say that our own people are cheap and we don't buy nothing. We always bootleg shit. You know what I'm saying? Not over here. We ain't bootlegging nothing, man. We ain't streaming nothing, bootlegging, and none of that shit. None of that. Okay? So just in case I get on somebody's live, you like, I bet you ain't pay for it. Nah, on my channel, you see proof. Right here. Proof right here. Yeah, come on, so. Alright. Time to chill. Pop open a Guinness. And let's see what happens tonight. Good luck to all the fighters. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Wow. And I ordered the fight. As you can see, I show proof about that, right? So these ninjas always want to talk about somebody's broke. Okay, well, I'm going to show you proof that people that's broke always complain about somebody else's broke that's on the top. Let's get into it. Okay, this is black demographics, U.S. household income. Asians, 111,000. Guyanans, 84,000, if I pronounce it right. Whites, 83,000 a year. Nigerian, 80,000 a year. Total of USA, 77,000. Jamaicans, 72,000. Caribbean, 72,000. Ethiopian, 72,000. Haitian, 71,000. Hispanic and Latino, 69,000. African from south of Sahara, what's that say, 66,000. And blacks, African Americans, 53,927 a year annually. Okay, so stop playing with me. The bottom of the list in America, and we don't need somebody that's on the bottom of the list telling somebody that's on the top of the list that they're broke. Full-time earners made by women versus men. Black women 51%, black men 49%. Let's do the man median income. Black man median income is 50,000. I get up to 60, 65. I'll put it 65. A woman median income is 44,000. Okay, all right. So overall, women in America, overall, not just black, it's 43%, and for men, it's 57%. All right, let's move on. Okay, household family median incomes in America. So the median household income for blacks are 51,000, right? Compared to whites, that's 80,000. Married couple family, 94,000. If you're black and married, hallelujah, right? Whites, 114,000. Single mother family, 41. Single father family, 55. Okay.
So this says down here, men working full time is about 50,000. Women, I'll give it up to like 60,000. I'll bring it up to that. But guess what? If you live in the major cities like New York, Miami, Los Angeles, any of these major cities, and you making this income, this ain't working for you. Okay? Where did I get my information from? Let me bring it up for you. Black Demographics. Blackdemographics.com. Okay? This is our website that tells you what the median household is. All right? So like I said, I would bring this up to like probably 60, 65. But if you're making that in the major cities, you ain't making enough. And you need help. And you broke telling somebody that somebody else is broke. Okay? Stop playing the foolish games with me, black people. If you ain't in the right bracket, shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. Or you could pretend like you're in a bracket, which you're not. But overall, blackdemographics.com is talking about us. So don't play these games telling some boxer, oh, you broke. You broke.
Now, that's blackdemographics.com. That's a black website. That's not a white website. That's not any other website. And they telling you the truth. Who's on top in America. Okay, so let's not get this shit twisted. Okay, let's get this shit straight. Black ninjas that have nothing to their name, they don't even have an iconic name, is broke as well. Everybody's broke. Okay, so if you want to use that excuse, oh, he's broken, he's starving for, man. Sean Given said that tango partner wasn't good enough. Okay, fine. He's a promoter. And most promoters, they lie. They talk on this side of the neck and talk on the other side of the neck. We've seen it with Barbera. We see it with a lot of promoters. Don King, all of them. To me, promoters are just liars and thieves. So if he's complaining about this and that and we need somebody else, hey, man, it is what it is. But the way I see Manny Pacquiao is moving on. And if he still wants to fight and he's able and willing, he's going to fight. And if Rolly Romero, see, if Manny Pacquiao was a fight tank, that's a tango partner right there. Because he has a new generation. Remember, I'm Gen X. And before Gen X was another generation, right? And that generation is dying out, right? And now Gen X, and then we have millennials and these people don't even care. They wasn't even born at the time. So they moving on. And this is just a fact. Americans, Filipinos, it doesn't matter. So if it's money that Manny Pacquiao wants, it is what it is, man. If he's broke, if you think that he throw all his money away, it is what it is. But at the end of the day, he has an iconic name. A lot of these black ninjas don't have an iconic name, and they complain about somebody that's on the top that do. It's not a good argument for me. It's not a good argument for me. And wait, hold on. Let me show you. Hold on. Let me get one. Come on, Floydina. This is Floydina right here. See Floydina? This is Floydina right here. See Floyd? Floydina. Right? This is my little... All right. Go ahead. Go on. Right? Right? That's Floydina right there. Floydina does not... All right, how you doing? Oh, yeah, they out there. They out there having a good time before it gets dark. Sorry, that's my neighbors. They always checking on my hands. I gotta stay out here and make sure no cats, no rats, no raccoons, predators. See, I provide and I protect. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, they're not liabilities to this black ninja, American ninja. They're assets because they're gonna bring something back to me on the table, and that's eggs, right? As egg prices go up or down, don't matter. I made that choice. And I'm going to give love to them when they get bigger. And we're going to cook them. That's how I show love. You know what I'm saying? My wife from the West Indies, from the countryside, I pluck them and she'll cut the head off. And they might run around with no head. But Floyina, we're going to cook Floyina. Oh yeah, we're going to cook her. We're going to cook her and we're going to eat her. Right. So at the end of the day, if Floyina don't want to fight, Floyd don't want to fight, it's all good. Manny Pacquiao is moving along with his career if he has to make more money. And like I said, it may be Rolly. This is another generation. He fought and beat Ryan Garcia. That was the big thing. Now he disappeared. We don't hear nothing from Ryan Garcia no more, right? Okay, so that's done. But Rolly's in this generation. He might not bring enough to the table money-wise for the promoter and for Manny Pacquiao. But at the end of the day, whatever he makes here, triple it in the Philippines, yo. Just triple it in the Philippines. So at the end of the day, I'm not complaining and not worrying about Manny's pockets. Okay, and if that's your excuse, stop it. Stop it. It's not a big deal. Okay, the man's still living. He got more money than you think. And he has a name to open up schools, churches, stores, whatever. Okay, so this man, I understand why you're making a big deal in America about how this man is broke. Stop it. Because as you can see, and I show proof, majority of y'all are broke. That's right, the majority of y'all black American ninjas are broke. And y'all not on top of the food chain. You're at the lowest part of the food chain. And some of these dudes are always the one that's talking about somebody else is broke. I don't get it. And blue blood, let me tell you something. I'll just give you a hint. Stop fucking eating with your goat milk every motherfucking time your goat milk. Yeah, this blue blood and I'm eating. That shit's fucking annoying. Now you go subscribe to him. I still watch his videos. I still sometimes watch some of his propaganda and his little sneak attacks and talking about Manny Pacquiao and this and that. Listen, I'm gonna explain something to you right now, quick and fast. This is not about winning or losing, because this is a new generation, and in this generation, if Manny could go 12 rounds, how old was Keith Thurman? He was in his early 30s, right? I think August now is 39, so subtract 5 years from that. Now you have Mario Barros. So if he went 12 rounds, was the oldest welterweight champion with Keith Thurman, right? And he's beating people in their 30s, and he's been around for 3 decades, 30 years, and still here, and still breaking records, because Mario Barros should have done what he's supposed to do. People say he eased off the gas. Nah, this man got a belt. Okay, this man got a belt. PBC could have just said, okay, we're gonna give it to Manny Pacquiao, and we're gonna run this with Manny Pacquiao. Manny Pacquiao ain't asking for shit from nobody. He's not afraid of getting robbed. Win, lose, or rob. We see Manny get robbed. It's nothing new before with some matches, right? I could name one: Jeff Horn, Timothy Bradley, and a lot of people, like right now, a lot of people think he got robbed. My thing is, I don't care if he win or lose anymore. I don't care. This is for people that cares a lot. Manny Pacquiao cares that if he wins or lose. But I'm looking at the big picture. The big picture is that you still in boxing, and if you fighting this new generation of fighters, and you lasting 12 rounds, and you ain't get knocked on your face when you was younger like Marquez did to you, that's all that matters, bro. So they could rub your name in the mud and say this and that. Manny Pacquiao, through this whole Mario Barros fight, did not mention Manny Pacquiao. You know who mentioned Manny Pacquiao? The press. I mean, not Manny Pacquiao. Get it together. Floyd. Not Floyd. Floyd, right? The press kept asking about Floyd. And Manny Pacquiao's like, look, one fight at a time. I can't speak for another man. If he wants to fight, at the press, I think at the post-press, he said, if that fight happened, hey, I'll take it. But I don't eat what Floyd eat. I don't shit with Floyd shit. So why would I say, yeah, I'm not making a big deal about this fight? We know how Floyd get down, man. Floyd, come here. We know how he gets down. And Pacquiao ain't begging for a fight from him. He could fight Mario Barrios. He could fight Rolly. And if Tank steps up and move up 2 weight classes, right? Because this is his choice. Nobody can push him to make a choice. You can't say it's PBC. You can't say it's Sean Gibbons. You can't say anything like that. It's Tank's. It's Tank's move, what he wants to do. And if you're going to blame the PBC for saying it's a bigger fight than Roach, well, hey, like I said in my last video, I'd rather see Roach fight Tank than Tank fight Manny Pacquiao. But just like, I'm going to explain this to you right now. Just like I said, I'd rather see Canelo fight Benavidez than him fighting Terrence Crawford, because you know why? He earned it. Same thing with Roach. He earned it. And guess what? Before you start saying, oh, Manny Pacquiao's getting in the way, let's just take Manny Pacquiao out of this. Let's take Manny Pacquiao out of this. We wasn't expecting Roach for Tank. No, we wasn't. So who's holding up boxing? He got Shakur. He got Devin. All these fighters that we've been waiting for. That has anything to do with Manny Pacquiao? Even before Manny Pacquiao stepped on the scene? So who holding up boxing, dog? Not Manny. Manny ain't holding up no boxing. All these fights could have happened, man. And to this day, if Tank fights Roach, that's what I want. As a hardcore fan, that's what I want. And then we could move on if Manny's still around, which he will be, because guess what? If he decides, or the PBC decides to say, listen, we're gonna put this Rolly fight and Manny Pacquiao together, well, there's still a lot of time. Where's the fight with Tank and Roach? That has nothing to do with Manny Pacquiao. And if Manny Pacquiao successfully, like I said, because when you're at that age, Father Time could pull you any time in the match, and Rolly could beat him. Mario Barrios could beat him in the second match. This is not about winning all the time. This is not. He went past this. Winning is just for people that's scared to lose. Okay, this man did it all already. So in my eyes, I'm not worried about him winning and losing. I'm looking at a good match. I'm looking at your generation, and the barometer and the temperature of how this fight will happen if someone in that age bracket that's special enough to come off 4 years and do a 2-month training and come back. I'm looking at the barometer. I'm looking at this temperature of this generation. And that's all Manny is right now. Win or lose. If he beats Rolly, great. Great. But would Tank step up to go 2 weight classes? It sounds like you want Anyway to go up 2 weight classes. You want Bam to go up. Everybody want everybody else to go up to fight Tank. But would Tank have the guts? And I got a little bonus for you. Because it's not that Manny said he'll fight Tank. Tank said he wants to fight Manny. Check this out.
Watching Bro on the headline pay-per-view right now, do that motivate you to get the pay-per-view?
Yes, because I've been around Adrian when he was just starting, when he was really the problem. So just seeing him and then fighting somebody like Pacquiao, it give me hope, for sure.
How soon you think that'll happen for you?
I'm aiming for 2021.
Oh, bet.
What you think of that? I said your phone's around with you. Next time, baby, gonna move this. Ready to go get there? Let's go back that way, guys.
Just one question, man. How did Manny stack up to all the fighters you fought? Was he the best?
No, he won the best.
Who was better, Adrian?
He won, bro.
AB.
he said that whoever you think is in front of you ready to fight, who do you want? Like, who does Javante want? It doesn't matter who I fight. It doesn't matter. As long as I put on a good performance whoever I fight, it doesn't matter. I don't believe that there's a big fighter out there that. No, I do. No.
Tank.
Not long ago.
Mike.
No.
Oh, what's his first name?
Ryan.
Oh, you want to that's your money?
I think that's gonna be like the money. But it's not. I don't want him now. I want him when he's mature.
Yeah, I told you. And that was at the Broner fight. And he said, yo, I'm calling Al Haymon. I want that fight with Manny Pacquiao. I think that was a fight. First, they clipped it, but I didn't remember that piece right there was right after Thurman, right? But he was at the Broner fight, and he's like, yeah, man, for Broner to get a fight like that, man, I want to step up to that level. So now that you know this man is 46 years old, you can step up. And if you beat Manny, but if you go 12 rounds with Manny, you shouldn't. This generation, nobody in this generation should be going 12 rounds with Manny. But Manny should show, that's all I'm looking for. I'm looking for Manny to just show a good performance. An eye of the tiger. That's what I'm looking for, man. Not worrying about this man losing. This man lost plenty of times, man. Wait a minute. Do he have, how many losses he got? 9? I don't even think he hit double digits. In 3 decades, he didn't hit. Nah, I think, well, it's a draw. So I think it's 9 or 8. I can't recall what he has. Right? I think it was 7. Now this is a draw, so he didn't lose. It's a draw. But this man still have plenty of fights. And he still have plenty of fights in his generation. He does. It is what it is. And if Rolly steps up for this fight, I ain't mad at him. If Alexander Usyk wants to fight Jake Paul, I ain't mad at him. Because you know what? Alexander Usyk proved himself. That's it. Simple as that. So the circus clown fights that black Americans don't want to see, it is what it is, man. And this thing about low performance, and it happened to Tank too. It happened to Tank, but every time it happens to Tank, you'll say, well, he sold out the gate. And when I saw Manny fight Mario Barrios, he brought everybody out. That gate, a lot of people are not talking about the gate now. They just want to talk about the pay-per-views. It is what it is, man. See, it's not what they say, it's what they're not saying. It's not what they say, it's what they're not saying. They only say what they want to say when it helps their fighter. I'm just looking at the whole aspect of it. I'm biased, but you gotta have bias that makes sense, okay? You gotta have bias that makes sense. So at the end of the day, if Manny Pacquiao decides to keep fighting and Rolly steps up, fine. What is Tank doing? If Rolly sets a fight with Manny Pacquiao, what is Tank doing? We're still waiting for this fight. And then I go to certain sites and they making explanations for Tank Davis and his emotional damage, and he has anger issues, and this is why. And this nigga's from Baltimore. This nigga's from fucking Baltimore, dog. All of them have angry issues. Okay, all of them are angry. What's new? Okay, so if he can't control his anger with his baby mother again, okay, and it's stopping him from making moves, whose fault is that? That ain't Sean Givens. That's not Al Haymon with the PBC. That's not Manny Pacquiao. Who's holding up boxing? Who's holding up boxing? Because I still want to see this Devin fight with Tank. I still want to see this Shakur fight with Tank. I still want to see this Roach fight now. That we felt like he was cherry picking Roach. A lot of people never said that, right? Because he's a champion in another division. Never said that in none of my videos. But at the end of the day, who's holding up boxing? Then you got Boots. Then you got Devin Haney, and you got all these dudes. They're not fighting each other. They're not fighting. Why is this man not fighting Virgil Ortiz? Boots. Manny Pacquiao is not in that way. Why Devin Haney and Shakur never fought? Manny Pacquiao had nothing to do with that. Why Tank and Shakur or Tank and Devin not fighting? Tell me, what does this have to do with Manny Pacquiao? But watch out for these channels that's making it sound like Manny's in the way. Because the Manny wasn't there, like we still at the same spot. We're still at the same hot spot. Ain't nothing going on. Ain't nothing going on. So please, stop with the foolishness. Stop with the foolishness, man. So, the PBC distribution deal with our Amazon, they have to do pay-per-views in order to pay their fighters. Turkey Al-Sheikh is giving Dubois and Alexander Usyk, or whoever he wants to fight, money, and he's telling Boots, listen, man, I don't do tune-ups. When you ready to come see me and pick a legitimate fighter that everybody want to see you fight, and y'all two could tango and shake and bake, let's make the fight. It seems like this generation is pump faking. Ain't got nothing to do with Manny Pacquiao. Nothing. So I'm waiting. I'm waiting for Tank Davis to say he's fighting Roach. That's all I'm waiting for. That's the fight I want to see. And if it's not that fight, he's ducking. Who is he going to fight next? Who is he going to fight next? That makes sense. And I'm going to tell you right now, you know this man don't care about belts. Tank Davis care about money. So don't blame the PABC if they put this on the platter and say, here, this is what we're going to offer you if you're not going to fight Tank. If you're not going to fight Roach. This is what we're going to offer you. Take it or leave it. If they put that pressure on him, it's either you pick Roach or you pick Manny or you pick somebody else and you end up being a duck for Roach. Stop playing with me. Stop playing with me. Stop playing with me. Stop playing with me, niggas. Stop playing with me. Stop playing with me. So broke, well, there's ninjas, and I'm gonna tell you something for these Negroes that got money. Stop making excuses for ninjas that don't have money. I know we in America where everything is liberal and everybody think they equal. Nigga, I'm not equal to that ninja. That ain't got what I got. No, I don't. No, you below me, dog. Your credit score, your net, what you own, you're not. And I can say this. I can say this. Shit, get out of my face with that bullshit. Don't even play with me. Don't even play with me, dog. Don't even play with me. So y'all need to stop it with this broke shit. Because all y'all ninjas are going to... And I'm going to tell you right now. When this AI step on the scene in the next 2 or 3 years, a lot of people are going to be broke. It's how you get with the program with AI... or you're going to be left behind. So take your black ass and get to a trade school and learn electrician, plumbing, HVAC. Because at the end of the day, all y'all going to have is gig work. Y'all going to be gigging. Yeah, y'all going to be gigging in your car, sleeping in your car. Don't play with me, man. Because I could get really, real grimy in your ass. I'm not here to change your mind. Never here to change your mind. I'm not here to change your mind. I'm just going to say it 3 more times. I'm not here to change your mind. I'm not here to change your mind. I'm here for you to read between the lines. It's not what they say, it's what they're not saying. I mix the lies with the truth and the truth with the lies. But at the end of the day, you love lies and you hate the truth. Everything's backwards over here, man. So please, I love hate, but I hate fake love. Please bring on the hate. I want it. I want it, dog. I want it. Stay in your place. And know your place. And shut your mouth if you know you ain't got nothing. Simple as that. People that ain't got nothing always telling somebody who got something how to move their shit. Fuck out of here, man.